And welcome to episode 321 of the 8-Bit Geek. If you're new around here, listening to us is like drinking a cup of coffee. I knew that was you, Doug.
Who just coughed? Yes.
No. Did you change that to 331?
No, it was not me.
I just changed it back to 321. It was at 331.
Oh, I thought somebody changed it, and I was like, you didn't get me today.
No, it says in huge bold letters 321. So in the small letters, it said 331. So I thought
I would have read it. I would have read it. If you're new around here, listening to us is like drinking a cup of coffee. You know how it goes. You wake up, you feel groggy, you just need that cup of joe. So you hop out of bed, you slither your way to the kitchen, and away you go. At this point, you're just kind of a zombie. Then it happens. You drink it, you feel instantly awake and alive. Unfortunately, that feeling doesn't last, and soon you'll need 2 cups, then 4, and then 10 a day. That's just like the 8-Bit Geek. And for some reason, my chair is slowly descending.
Is it really?
And further, and I feel like a little child right now in my seat. I'm Jeremy, and with me today are 2 men who laughed in the doctor's faces when they were told to calm down their caffeine intake.
Yeah, Doug, that's me.
I'm Kevin. Yes. Yeah, I drink too much caffeine.
I drink way more caffeine than Kev does.
Probably. How many cups of Joe and Red Bull do you consume a day?
Well, I don't really drink Red Bull too much anymore because my doctor did say you need to stop that.
Okay. But how many were you drinking before that?
I was drinking a Red Bull in the morning, and then I'd have about 3 cups of coffee throughout the day. Yeah, and
That's
then like soda and stuff as well.
Well, how do they say it's like 1 cup of coffee is equivalent to like 2 or 3 Cokes? Is that right?
No, that's not like that. Sure, I don't know.
All right, we'll make that up.
We'll make that up. We'll make that up.
I drink a lot of Pepsi, Diet Pepsi, or like Pepsi Zero. So
Isn't that bad for you because it has that like
aspartame?
Aspartame.
Yeah, it's terrible for you.
Is it?
Yes.
It's like worse than caffeine.
Oh yeah. No, that's in there. It's worse. So aspartame is a type of sugar, wasn't it?
It's a type of fake sugar, yes, and it has been proven to it makes you hungry. So it's like, oh, I'm drinking a diet drink. Oh God, I'm still thirsty. Better have a second. Oh God, I'm still thirsty. Better have a third.
That fucking makes sense.
It doesn't matter. There's no calories. Yeah, but how many carbs are in that, Kev?
Let's see, 0 carbs.
Yeah, because there's no sugar. So, but still,
my point still stands.
My point still stands. It does not fill you up. The aspartame tricks your body, and you continue to keep drinking. That's why most these diet drinks are a sham. You're not getting that the sugar content, but you're still just pouring that shit into your body, which is nothing for your body. Your body's like, what am I supposed to do with all these food dyes and shit?
Yeah. I mean, I normally drink water all day. Like when I'm at work, I have like a water bottle that I just keep refilling.
Yeah, it's a Pepsi water bottle that he keeps filling with Pepsi.
Yeah. No, I'd put that like energy drink stuff in there.
It's a water fountain that just sprays Diet Pepsi.
It sprays. No one ever wants to use it just because it gets everywhere.
But you're in front of it, biting it like a dog.
Like the fucking Cornholio at work. I am Cornholio.
Gone Off has subscribed for 19 months.
That is amazing.
And then
Ironborn.
Right on their tail at 18 months is Ironborn 666.
Hell yes.
So thank you
for
those subscriptions. It's been a while. We're getting our mouths back into working order with the raw.
getting our mouths.
Oh, whoa.
That's
That's a terrible sentence.
Yeah. All right, so let's get this out of the way real quick. If you would like to follow us on all the social medias, if you want to know more about the 8-Bit Geek and all the shows that we have, if you'd like to donate to the show and become a subscriber and get a whole bunch of content, you can do that. Head over to the website, www.the8bitgeek.com, and you will find all the informations for all that fun stuff. And it's worth it because we do have a ton of Patreon subscribers. A lot less these days than there were, which I don't understand because we're delivering some of the best content over there with the diner. So y'all are missing out. And we do want to give a shout out to all the people who have subscribed to us for this month. So Doug, take it away.
All right, here we go. This is a long list because even though he said we lost a lot of people, there's still a lot of people. So,
amen.
So Ryan, Mark, Ed, Floor Salami, Lawrence, Cutie, Cubie. I guess how you say it. I don't really know how you say that. Gone. It's Kyuubi.
Yeah, totally.
Sure. Gone off.
Cubie.
Morgan, Windress, Michael, Corey. These are not in alphabetical order this week, so I'm not going to say Michael 18 times in a row. Michael, Corey, Lauren, Doug's favorite Brit. I don't know who that is. LW.
Oh, it's ready.
Oh, it is. Look at that. LW, Josh C, Random.
Ooh, are you going to be my
David.
sugar daddy?
Carl just donated $5 and said, lol.
Thanks, Carl.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Where was I? David, Jonathan, Snorkel. That is a classic. Hall Fierce, I guess. Jeff.
Yeah.
Aimless Mess. Polish Merc. Manuel. Michael, the Dubstep Kid.
Oh.
Subside. Leonard. Leslie. Zaylin. Coondog 48. Dr. Roxo.
Yeah.
All right. Peter, the Majestic Goose. It sounds like sometimes when I say these names and then it's followed by like another, a normal name and then like a silly name. It sounds like their name is like Peter, the Majestic Goose.
I'll take it.
Robert, Travis, Merle. It's like Merrill High Church instead of like Merle High Church. That's funny. That's a Taz reference. Another Jeremy.
Hey, shut up.
Does it need my actual name? No, it does not, Josh. Bruce.
Damn.
Yeah, I know, right? Cade. Brett. Benny Babs. One Step Down. Who the fuck is Kenny? I don't know. Not Chad. Robert. I'm not going to say the rest of your name. Julian. Nick. Chris. Carl. Christy. Joshy Boo. Francisco. Link. Jimbo. Eric. Linz. Caleb. Crassy. Chipboard. Mado. NATO. Mike. Another Michael. And that is it.
Thanks everybody for supporting the 8-Bit Geek.
Yeah, man. Oh, God, it shows you their lifetime. Some of these people have given us so much money. Y'all, thank you. I was going to say y'all dumb, but thank you.
Present company included. It's
Yeah,
like we all donate to it as well.
yeah. I don't name us. I don't name our names. But yeah. No, and what's crazy is that you'd think like Jeremy, the owner and like head of 8-Bit Geek would give us the most in donations, but no, someone has like almost $700 on him.
Wow.
Yeah,
Somebody's the new owner of 8-Bit.
Yeah, someone's the new owner of 8. Oh shit.
Yeah, that's how it works around here. The more you give, the more you own.
What is this, fucking Scientology?
Yeah.
That's not how Scientology works, Kev. I'm very offended.
I thought you pay your way to the top. It's like pay to win.
Yeah, but you don't like own more of Scientology because you give them more money. You get more aliens out of your body.
Oh, okay.
You clear your
Fuck
Satan
yeah,
levels.
Xenu.
How do they do that? With a vacuum? They hook it up to your butt and just go, here you come, go.
I actually don't know how they actually get them out. I don't know. I think there's like a process that you go through, but I don't really know what that entails. I don't know if anyone actually knows except for maybe Tom Cruise.
That's true.
And Will Smith. Will Smith got out of it.
Yeah, well, yeah, because they hooked the thing up to his butt to suck the ghost out, and he was like, "I'm afraid of no ghost," and it bounced.
Wow.
Busted makes me feel good.
Random Hero just subscribed for 23 months.
Oh shit, we have a leader.
That's amazing.
Kev?
Thank you, Random. Oh!
You went
I assume
deep
that's
on
what you
that
were looking for.
You went
It
deep.
was.
Okay, good.
Good job. Hey, guys, before we get into all this, I wanted to talk just for a moment because I know you're both very interested in this, but you remember my birthday was May 19th, right?
What?
Yeah.
Doug remembers. He got me a video game.
Goddamn, shut the fuck up. I told you not to tell anybody.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Great. Now everyone's going to ask for video games on their birthday.
He did say in the note, don't you dare tell anyone.
Because then we'll believe he's not a douche. No.
It was it was a very nice message, Kev. And then at the end I said, "Don't tell anyone." Yeah, that's exactly what I did.
Yeah, sounds about right.
So Ashley, if you remember a couple weeks ago, we talked about it. Ashley got me a 23andMe kit to do my DNA testing because I didn't know my background. A lot of it I was kind of, guessed, and like people told me, like my family members told me that we were, almost all Irish family, and there was somebody in the family who was full-blooded Native American, and just all this other stuff. And come to find out, nope, none of that. It was completely false. I got my test back, and I am 100% European. And the biggest surprise out of this was that I am the biggest chunk of what makes me me is 27%. I guess it's pronounced Ashkenazi. Ashkenazi. I may be pronouncing that wrong. I think Ashley tried to find a pronunciation for it, but Ashkenazi Jewish, 27%. And that was a huge shock. It's still kind of a huge shock to me because that's something I did not expect at all. And it's really neat, but at the same time, you're just like, wow. So I guess I did a little bit of research, and my genealogy, anybody who is Ashkenazi Jewish can be traced back to just a set of 200 to 300 people. If you go back far enough. So everybody is back into that group of people.
Yeah, and you know what's even crazier? If you go even farther back, we're all from the same two people, Adam and Eve. We used to live in the Garden of Eden until they fucked it up.
I'm actually a descendant of Noah. So.
Yeah, everyone is. Apparently.
Let's see. I've got 24.5% British. And when I broke it down, it did say British and Irish, but it had unknown relatives from Ireland. So I'm guessing it's all British.
Yeah, what it was is people got to the States like late. They got there late, so they didn't have to go through like the persecution that the Irish did. They got there when the Irish were cool. And they're all like, and they get to New York, and they're like, "Oh fuck, man. Boston's real cool, huh?" Like, man, them Irish folks over in Boston, man, they got it fucking figured out. Let's be the. Where are you from? You have an accent. Where are you from?
Oh, Ireland.
Ireland. Cool. I've never met anybody from Ireland. Yep. That's where me whole family's from.
Me whole family.
That's where me whole family's from.
What part? Down by the beach.
The part where shit. Where? Oh fuck! I've never been to Ireland either. Where leprechauns are from. Oh.
The rainbows, where they imported rainbows from.
Yeah. The pots of gold, the rainbows, the leprechauns, all that shit. That's where we're from.
I am 20.7% Polish. And then, which makes sense. I guess with the whole Jewish thing. And then 1% Scandinavian, 10% French and German, and then the other stuff is like 5% broadly European. So I guess they couldn't place that
Somewhere over there.
Yeah, somewhere,
somewhere.
in the European area.
But that's pretty crazy to me. It's made everybody who I've talked to about it has kind of been very interested to get their own DNA tests done, because Ashley is like, now I want it, and it's very, very interesting. I guess I traced it back to my grandmother on my father's side is the one who had to be 100% Jewish. And so it makes me very interested to trace her steps and say, like, what did she escape the Holocaust before it happened? Was she like, did she get a warning and then come to America with her husband and all that, or did they actually have to live through any of that? So it's really, really interesting, and I want to find that out. So I'm going to do a little bit of digging to kind of trace that back.
Awesome.
But yeah. That's what happened there. And then of course she did the health stuff as well, so it listed all the things that run in my family,
like things to look out for and everything.
Kind of scary.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. Hey, so not to be scared or anything, but 30% of your family's died of heart failure. Like, be on the lookout for that. Also, rectal cancer, real big in your family. 18% died of that. So
late onset Alzheimer's disease.
Yeah.
Parkinson's disease. Just age-related muscular degeneration. So some pretty heavy stuff. Now with the Parkinson's, I would have already seen some signs of it, so I probably escaped that one.
I mean, maybe my grandmother developed Parkinson's when she was like 70.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Scares me. I think the Alzheimer's things, because my brother mentioned that my dad is starting to show signs of it.
Oh no!
It's like, okay, is that my fate as well? So, and he's like 60s or something like that.
Hey, I thought the key word here is he's living at least till the 60s, so you've got that going for you. I mean, at least like it's a lot of these things seem like
what,
older
like that. I don't believe him, and here's the reason: because he drinks so much alcohol every day. It could just be that he's killing off his brain cells.
That could be too. You live in Las Vegas.
So, let's see. Somebody's saying, is Jared Skippy?
Yeah, you're a little broken on my end. I don't know how you are for Kev. Kev's fine.
Can we change regions?
Yeah. I've always been broken, guys. It's nothing new.
Yeah, it's broken for me now too.
Yeah, like we can understand you, but it's just like there's a little bit of a weird. Yeah. So he's downloading the new iOS beta. It says Witkin. Jer? I think we lost Jer.
He froze.
Oh no!
What an ass. There you go.
Oh, he's back.
Hello?
Hey, buddy.
I was talking to myself for a while.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah, you just had this stupid look on your face.
Yeah,
great.
do like this.
Xbox, record that.
Anyways, if you guys want to do your DNA test, I know a guy. He'll get you $50 off.
His name's Greg. He'll meet you behind the payway.
By the way, Gonoff just donated $29. There was nothing really to say about it, but he did that. So thank you.
Thank you, Gonoff.
And that brings our total
to 700.
Yeah.
Yay.
Thanks,
so, buddy. Ashley, the first thing that Ashley asked me, one of the first things that she asked.
I've not seen an alert for that. Sorry.
One of the first things Ashley asked me was, she goes, well, are you sad now? And I said, well, sad about what? And she goes, well, now that you know that you're Jewish, you were supposed to marry like a sweet little Jewish girl. And I go, oh, there's still time, Ash.
Oh, God.
And then she gave a real shocked look. And I said, well, if you're going to ask those kind of questions, you're going to get those kind of answers.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And then she asked me, "Are we still doing Christmas this year?"
There's
So
gonna be a menorah and everything now.
Colin did not even care. He goes, "Well, what's Hanukkah?" And I was like, "Oh, well, you get 8. It's 8 nights of,
8 crazy nights.
and you get one gift a night for 8 days." And he goes, "So I can still get 8 gifts?" And I was like, "Motherfucker, you don't even care."
Yeah.
No, I can still get
Man,
gifts.
what you need to do is you need to go find the Rugrats Hanukkah special from like 1995, and you need to sit his ass down. And you need to make him watch it because it's very informative, and it's actually not bad. And it actually teaches the story of Hanukkah and why it exists in a children's show featuring babies. I, I don't know, like literally. It's one of the reasons why I know like the things about Hanukkah and like why you light the candles and what the gifts represent and all that stuff. It's so surprising that like it was Rugrats.
Really informative.
Yeah, for Rugrats, which is a show
I mean, it was
about
probably
babies.
probably made by Jewish people, right?
Oh, most definitely. I mean, they're very clearly like they're a Jewish family, like in the show, and it's very clearly like taken from like,
real life
situations they have experienced or whatever with like
Yes.
their old like Jewish
The Pickles
grandparents.
surname is very
Yeah.
Pickles is Jewish. It's very
I questioned. I was like, I wonder if full-blooded Jewish families would accept me. And then I was like, nah. They're like only 27%. Get the fuck out of here. Like, get out. You're not really Jewish. Get out.
I mean, do you even Sabbath, bro?
So that's that. That's what happened.
I
We
mean,
had a lot of fun.
he technically does. I mean, he does do. He does rest on the Sabbath day, but they also like celebrate. They
Shabbos.
Saturday night, not Sunday morning.
Mm-hmm. And Ashley made me eat pork tonight, and I just stared at her. I was like, really?
Yeah, she did like a whole surf and turf thing. It's like here's some crab and shrimp along with your pork.
And then she just started laughing. She was like, shut up.
I
hate you.
I can't believe you.
And then
I've been
Jerry
having
went,
fun.
oy vey. And then the credits rolled. It was a freeze frame.
With hands on hip. Oy vey.
Wickton in the chat says, I got off my diet on Friday, and my wife and kids don't love me enough to make me some cookies.
Aw. You can
Story
get the,
of my life.
yeah. Yeah.
You can apply for a new family. So, let's see. Let's get into some fun stuff here. Let's try something new.
Something new.
Something new. Since we've replaced our misconnections, we've been having some fun so far. So I said, well, let's have some more fun. So I created a little new segment, and so far I've called it WTF. And it's just strange headlines and interesting facts that'll make you say,
WTF?
there it is.
Yeah, I got it on the first try too.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that too.
Work time fun.
Work time fun. So here's something crazy. Some artist loaded up a laptop with 6 of the most destructive pieces of malware and sold it for $1.3 million.
Oh boy.
Banksy?
Was that on the dark web?
No, it was it was really crazy.
It was on Craigslist. I met at a Starbucks.
So it was commissioned by a cybersecurity firm called Deep Instinct. Cool name.
Sweet name there, circa Xbox Live 2002.
And
yeah, their original name was XX Deep Instinct XX.
The United States deemed them too edgy to be a company.
Yeah.
They had to remove the X's.
No. You can't use that name. That's my son's AIM username.
My AIM, yeah. Oh man, remember when AIM was a thing? Shit, that looks as old as this laptop in this picture.
Yeah.
Is this the actual laptop?
I'm guessing that's from the listing. Maybe not, but who knows? It's called The Persistence of Chaos, and it was created by artists. Oh no, Gaio Odong.
that's okay. Unless okay, that's a hard one to believe, but okay. I mean, he's an artist. Let him be, I guess.
So there's the viruses such as WannaCry, which infected more than 200,000 computers across 150 countries, causing nearly 4 billion in damages. There's Black Energy, which shut down a power grid in the Ukraine.
Damn.
It also contains I Love You, My Doom, So Big, and Dark Tequila.
Yeah. For a cumulative 95 billion worth of damages is how much those inflicted the 6 or however many there were. Yeah,
Can you imagine, like, where do you come up with the idea of doing something like that and then go, all right, let's auction it, and then it gets 1.3 million at auction, like that, like WTF?
Yeah. Yeah. Also, just like someone out there is like, I'm gonna infect the world.
Yeah, I hope somebody doesn't go, hey, let's connect this thing to the internet.
Yeah. Seriously.
Turn on Wi-Fi, sure.
What you don't know is that it's like someone who works at like Google or something. They're like, yes, I'll buy this. And then it cuts to Monday morning, Google headquarters. Just gotta hook up my new laptop.
Oh.
Hey, what's up, Gary?
Hey, Gary, check out my new laptop. Oh yeah, no, I know it's really old.
And then everything just
boom. The world.
I don't know where this auction was. Like, that's the thing that blows my mind, is that this was not, I mean, especially with a malware thing, you think like the FBI or some form of law enforcement would want to know who's selling, who's buying, and everything about this. But it seems like this is all just anonymously. So it's wondering if this is like done in place, like at a place, or if it was done, like I said, over the dark web, over Bitcoin. Who knows? You know?
I like it's like, we all agree whoever bought this should probably be placed on some sort of watch list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For real. The other story comes from London. Like, what are you guys doing, man? What are you guys doing? They've dubbed it Concreteberg because the weight of a blue whale plagues the London sewers.
Oh no!
It's just a thing of concrete moving through the sewers.
Yeah, because a London water provider is asking people to please stop pouring concrete down their drains. Who does that?
Ratty?
AJ, anyone, we need to know, what the fuck kind of tradition is that? If that's a tradition in the UK,
How much work? So the mass of concrete is longer than a football field and weighs 115 tons.
Oh my god!
How much concrete work are you people doing in your own homes?
Not much, because it's obviously if it's going all down the drain.
Yeah. All right, listen, I'm gonna buy like 200 pounds of concrete and only use a handful. I don't need that much. But it's on sale.
This is fucking crazy. This is poor Thames. Like, Thames don't deserve that shit.
That's gonna come out somewhere.
Oh man, yeah, that's the mantra of my life. It's gonna come out somewhere. Seriously, how do they even break this up? Like, I mean, there's no like concrete softener, right?
I would have to. Okay, if it's still floating down, if it's still like moving through, like I have to assume that like because it's still in water, it never set properly. That it may not be just like chunks of concrete, because that would be hard. That would just sink. So like it's got to have some sort of like, I don't know, like it's still got to be kind of wet in a way. So, but the point is like this is still going to end up somewhere.
Yeah, it is. Oh, they're like, oh, Scotland, watch out. I don't know how the maps work there. I don't know how a map works with England and Scotland and everything.
Oh, yeah, it's in the metric system. instead of.
It's in the
So I don't know how it works either.
but
So-
no, seriously, that's fucked up.
They are. So if you look at the second picture in this, it looks like it's just blocking. It's just a huge mass. I
This
don't know.
looks
That looks like it's just a big chunk. They're saying that they have to bring in tankers to around the clock pumping out sewage so the area doesn't get flooded with waste, and um, and they got to remove it.
The second picture looks like a photo shot from Ghostbusters 2 from the sewer scene.
Okay, I'm reading on in this, and I have to say, yeah, UK people, y'all fucking nasty.
Yeah, nice.
Y'all nasty. These people, okay, listen, London's sewer system has seen numerous blockages in recent years, though typically they are quote-unquote fatbergs. Masses of fat, oil, and wet wipes. In 2017, workers discovered a 143-ton fatberg in London's Whitechapel area. So these are people that are just like cutting fat off of meat or like their bacon grease and shit like that and putting it down the drain. I'm gonna this should go without saying, you do not pour bacon grease down the drain. That is how you fuck up your drains and shit. And also, what Zmox says in the chat, and butt wipes. Yeah, probably. These people that are like wiping their ass and and flushing it down the toilet, unless you get the flushable wet wipes.
Okay, I was going to say, we have the flushables, yeah.
Don't fucking do it.
Are we just gonna skip oil? People are just like, well, I've got enough of this motor oil here.
Is it when you go to Australia every fucking time?
There could
that's
be
because
someone
they
from
moved.
Australia that lives in London.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, I migrated from work.
Yeah, he doesn't know. He's just putting oil down the drain.
I heard that there was a fatberg in the sewers of London. I'm here to hunt it.
What do you Steve?
I'm gonna wrestle it.
Oh, boy.
It's a giant fatberg, and we're gonna have to fight it. We're gonna wrestle it with our arms and legs.
Oh, my God.
Right.
Yeah.
That's crazy stupid, you London pieces of shit.
I do like that Chud Fu said, you got to kill Pennywise somehow.
Yeah, seriously. The British Pennywise is hanging out below the streets of London. And
Which is actually just fucking Tim Curry himself.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't have to like stand on his tippy toes because he's got these big formations of concrete he can stand on.
He's just sitting. Oh, like maybe one day he's chilling, because there's times where Pennyworth sleeps. It was 27 years, right, in between attacks or whatever. I don't know how British Pennyworth works, but I assume it's probably pretty similar to the American one.
Probably sleeps longer.
Yeah, maybe sleeps longer. He's going to wake up here in the next few years, and he's going to be wake up halfway submerged in cement and fat and oil and butt wipes.
He's been eating. He's been eating good.
He's gonna wake up like, what the fuck, Georgie? I don't know. I don't have a. Yeah, I don't have a Pennywise impression.
Help me, Georgie. Help me.
I just know they all float. Like the Tim Curry one, not the Skarsgård dude. That's crazy though. What a story! I really want to hear from some UK folks on this, especially
we're gonna
what
get
shit are you pouring down your?
Yeah, we're gonna get a lot of like angry comments from like Ratty and AJ and Linz and.
I'd love to hear from Linz. I haven't heard from Linz in ages. By the way, she's well, I don't want to give out her personal information, but congratulations, Linz.
Did she finally get married?
Her baby.
Oh well, there everyone's on blast. No, she's getting married soon.
Oh, yeah.
Like they're engaged. Yeah.
Hey Kev, what does this story make you say?
What the? No, WTF?
It's catching on. So let's get to the top box office. Godzilla came in number one, which I was very surprised about. I thought Rocket Man would come in at number one.
Oh yeah,
but it did not. Godzilla taking the number one spot, though the studio is seeing it as a failure.
What?
Because the Godzilla film back in 2014 that released to $109 million, and then it ended up making $300 million at the box office. This will tracking puts it at 100 million total box office, and the budget was 200 million.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Which is a shame because I've heard like good things about it.
Yeah, me too. Like everyone said, like the monster battles are amazing. Just the human shit is stupid as usual.
But yeah, but
and that's like every Godzilla.
Yeah, that's
movie.
par for the course. That's what you expect.
Yeah, exactly. Especially like Shin Godzilla.
Yeah, it's always dumb humans, and then Godzilla. Like that's the movie. Like that's all of them.
Yeah, you needed that shitty diplomacy / dialogue just to kind of like calm you down from the last fight scene until the next fight scene. I mean, that's basically what it was. Because like there was no reason for any of like for Godzilla. I don't know.
I don't know how this affects plans for the Godzilla universe because the next movie was scheduled for for like 2 years, and it was Godzilla versus King Kong. I think that'll be. But I don't know if that goes into production if this doesn't make its money back, right? I mean,
it depends on how badly the studio wants to get it out because there is a draw to watching Godzilla fight King Kong. And so bigger
draw than the King of the Monsters, like because this had Mothra, it had it had every monster that everyone was asking for.
Right, but like King Kong did well too, or Skull Island, right? So
Skull Island, yeah.
And if it's supposed to be the same one, which that's what they're saying, then yeah, I can see there being an appeal for that. So. It depends on how badly the studio wants to make this movie happen because we've seen it happen before where it's like I would say the first one doesn't do well, but you know what I mean? Like they're like, this is going to get a sequel, and you're kind of like, why is this getting a sequel? The first one didn't do that well, and it's like someone there was like, no, we're doing it. We're making this fucking movie. I don't care. I don't fucking care.
Yeah. Now he takes somebody who's passionate about it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean they're finally starting to get it right. It beats the fucking 1990s version of Godzilla, like that one with Matthew Broderick.
You shut your mouth. That movie was perfect.
No, and it made like the worst commercial that's ever happened with the fucking Yo Quiero Taco Bell Chihuahua, like trying to capture Godzilla.
I'm sorry, but if we didn't get that 90s, it was 90s, right, or early 2000s.
Like 99.
Yeah, it was like 98, 99 because you had Puff Daddy was big.
Movie. I was going to mention that we got the Puff Daddy song. Yeah. Didn't it?
I love that because that was just at that point because this is in a music time. This was when samples were starting to get really kind of outlawed because like back in the day, samples didn't have to pay royalties, and then when royalties had to be paid, so Puff Daddy used to make every fucking song like a remake, like that Faith Evans song he did about Notorious B.I.G. was a ripoff of "I'll Be Watching You" from The Police or from Sting, and then that fucking that Led Zeppelin song. It's hilarious.
It was dope though.
I had to admit
it was dope.
The video was so stupid. It was just him on a roof going, "Come with me."
Yeah, and like Godzilla, like him and Godzilla facing off. Nah, even that was on TRL like for 8 weeks straight, man. People could not get enough of that fucking video.
Yeah.
True. I loved it. It's like I was asking, Jared, why do you always defend movies that everyone agrees are awful? It's fun to do.
Yeah.
It's just fun. Like,
ooh. Chet Food just had some fighting words, and he said, Matthew Broderick being your lead actor stopped being the correct answer after 1989. I'm sorry, did you not see the fucking Lion King?
Was he the lead actor?
Boom! He's fucking Simba. Suck it.
Yeah, but you don't see him though.
Doesn't matter. It's his voice.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah. But for real though, Ferris Bueller's Day Off was fucking awesome, and that was the pinnacle of Matthew Broderick's career.
The producers.
It was good in Hollywood. I don't know. Did the movie do any good?
Yes.
Oh.
And Will Ferrell, Nathan Lane, Matthew Broderick.
Well, Nathan Lane did the original like production. I thought he did like the actual like on Broadway.
I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know. Don't ask me.
I'm gonna look this dude
also,
up.
He was in Oh Hello.
And you're thinking about Game Wars and the Cable Guy.
Oh, I forgot about Cable Guy. You're right.
War Games. He was in War Games.
Yeah, but War Games was before Ferris Bueller, so that's why I didn't. Yeah.
And then the Cable Guy, that was pinnacle.
No, the Cable Guy was good. I totally forgot he was in that.
Yeah, and that was like 1993, 4,
No,
5,
that was like
6,
that had
7.
to be like 97 or 8.
96.
Oh, there you go. Look at that. Just random trivia of the day.
Yeah, so Chud Foo, suck it.
He was in Election. Are we forgetting about Election?
Yes.
I heard that was funny. I didn't see it though. Was that with Reese Witherspoon, where they were like supposedly both in high school, yet they were like well into their 30s, and they were like going for class president?
Oh my gosh, I forgot about Tower Heist. Oh no. I watched
Even know
this
what that
film.
is.
Tower, okay, so Tower Heist was in 2011. It had Eddie Murphy, Ben Stiller, Casey Affleck. Like it had a huge cast, and I don't remember if it was good or not.
Let's see.
But it also, I'll look it up.
So
This is
apparently in
everyone's,
Trainwreck, he was in that.
everyone's homework this week is to go watch Tower Heist. It got a 67% on Rotten Tomato.
Mm.
Ooh.
We'll see.
Nah, I'm good. I can't even watch stuff you guys want me to watch.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the listeners.
Oh,
So, all right, let's get into some movie news and some TV news. And there's some big news coming out of Georgia. Georgia.
what?
Not, you don't remember the song
Georgia.
Yeah, but you made it sound like you were like
Georgia.
Georgia. You know, Ray Charles like
Georgia.
Georgia
Yeah.
on my mind.
Doing the sample.
Georgia on my mind.
Doug-
I said Georgia. Sorry, I have to stop singing, otherwise we're going to have to pay royalties.
Yeah. Doug could probably talk about this for an hour. We're going to try to limit it. So Georgia is passing abortion laws that are kind of cray-cray.
Super cray cray.
And they're and so pretty much all of Hollywood, Disney, Warner, Sony, AMC, CBS, NBC are all threatening to pull production out of Georgia if the state passes the controversial and restrictive abortion laws.
Yeah, which Pinewood Studios Atlanta is obviously in Georgia, and that is where such movies have been made, like Endgame, Infinity War, Solo. Actually, Solo might have been in London, Pinewood, London.
I
Anywho's,
can picture that.
but yeah, a lot of our big Hollywood blockbusters are made in Georgia. The Walking Dead, obviously, is also filmed in Georgia. So that's a lot of money and stuff that the state receives for them filming there, for filming permits and licenses and all that stuff.
A lot of jobs for the locals too.
A lot of jobs, yep, in the local economy there. And so this is what needs to be happening, because this abortion law is stupid. It's
Classic is asking, what are the laws? Just real quick overview. That I think the biggest one is that if you are raped, you are not allowed to have an abortion. You are required by law to have the baby and raise.
You have no abortions after 6 weeks, because that's when you can get a heartbeat. Most doctors and stuff won't see you until you are about 6 to 8 weeks along. So it makes your window of getting one done, if that is your choice, very small. Where did Kevin go?
Goodbye, Kev. He obviously was upset about these laws.
Yeah.
So he,
So he left. So yeah, it's like if you get a
I
heartbeat,
don't know
which
what happened. I was
the issue with the heartbeat thing though is that the heart cells that are starting to develop will immediately start beating, which is the heartbeat that you get. There's not actually a heart formed, and you can actually take heart cells and put them in a petri dish and they will beat. So it is bullshit. A heartbeat does not mean life. And the fact that one of the things I love about this is that Georgia was like, well, or maybe it's Alabama in this case. Alabama passed the similar law, but it was just like, yeah, we'll prosecute you if you have an abortion. can't wait to murder to kill this murderer. Like we're gonna do an execution tomorrow night. It's just like, you can't be pro life and then also be pro death. So,
well, also too, I believe, and somebody was mentioning it in the chat about something about you can't leave the state. Sorry if I fell out during. Did you talk about that?
No, no. You can leave the state. Obviously, you can go somewhere where you can, but the problem with that is, travel and time off work.
No. There was like certain states though that would like, if you got an abortion in another state, you would still be held liable in the state you live in, which is ridiculous. And that is completely because they're basically trying to find a way to get your like your hospital records, which would violate all kinds of HIPAA.
Yeah. The state that has no business, and like,
yeah. But there's certain states that want to be able to like not even let you go out of state to get it done, which is unbelievably ignorant and destructive. And it's, I mean, if you've listened to us for more than 2 or 3 episodes, you kind of know our stand on things. This is fucking stupid and inhuman, and it literally is. It's just a fucking war on women.
It is. It is, and it's
because the rapists have no responsibility. They don't even have to pay child support apparently.
No, and if you have said rapist baby, they can sue you for not child support, but parental rights, which is fucked up.
Yeah,
really, really fucked up. So, it's I obviously they probably could have done a lot better here, even if they just had some women in there trying to help out with that law, but it was all men who made this who decided this law was
well
great.
Alabama's governor who signed it into law is a woman.
Get the fuck out of here. Really?
Yep, which makes you wonder how much she hates herself. And I don't mean like I signed the law, now I hate myself. I'm talking like I hate that I was born a woman. Fuck all women. Like
or people that are just so into their beliefs.
Yeah. They're so up their own God's ass.
The whole thing also is so fucking crazy because, I mean, as you guys already know, like, I believe in God and I'm a church going guy. And me personally, like if I were to accidentally have a baby, I would be kind of against an abortion. And it would have to be a serious conversation and all that kind of stuff and all of that. But at the same time, I don't get to rule over everyone's life and make choices for other people. And I think that everyone has to make the right choice that is for themselves and right for their family and everything like that. Especially the thing that really gets me is the whole rape thing and all of that. Like that's what bothers me.
Rape and incest. Yeah, you have to carry the baby.
And that's I think the really, really messed up part.
Yeah, it's possible to be anti-abortion but still be pro-choice. You know what I mean? Like you can personally be like, if this happened to me and my family, this is the steps in which we would take, and abortion is not on the table, right? That is completely fine for you, but that is what's, if you recognize that is your family's choice and that you're not going to force that. I say your family because we're married. We have absolutely no control over what the fuck our wives are going to do. But but if it is you have talked about it, because Katie and I have talked about it, especially. There was right not long after Ollie was born, there was a moment where it was like oh shit, an oh shit moment before Wednesday, and I was like, if you don't start soon, like I'm going to go get $400 and we're gonna go get this taken care of, like. And it was we had a conversation about like what we were gonna what would happen in that case, which I think again, if you are married, that is a conversation I think that needs to be had. Because you need to know what your partner's thinking, but also know that you have no fucking say. If your wife is like, or wife, partner, whatever is like, I'm not getting pregnant. If I get pregnant, I'm terminating it. That is 100% their call, and you have no fucking right to say anything otherwise. Because it's not your fucking body.
I mean, we have so many great laws and great freedoms over here in the U.S. I don't know if this is still the case, but my buddy was telling me, I have a friend who his brother lives over in China, and they can only have one or two babies per household because of population. And if the baby is any kind of deformities or any kind of mental issues, they said that they take the baby out to the fields and just throw it and get rid of it, because they can't waste a good baby, and they need a good baby because they only have one or two shots. And so
Wow.
that's nuts. That's nutso. I don't know if it's still that way, but this was a few years ago when I was told that story, and I was just like,
Yeah, I mean, they have the super restrictive, but also, I mean, they are super overpopulated over in China. Like the amount of people per square mile, right, is just, it's.
but the point is that as they can detect those things early on, and possibly, here in the States, you could go, oh man, like I can't live with that. Like I don't want to do that. Like we have to make a choice. Over there, it's just like, oh, let's just wait till the baby's born and then out the window.
Yeah.
Bye. It's fucked.
Yep.
Let's cheer up, everyone. By the way,
Sorry, yeah, we spent too much time. We were like, oh, we're gonna keep this one short because it's super political. Here, let's talk about it for 20 minutes.
yeah. Sorry, folks.
Point
passionate.
being, the point being, good on all these companies for taking a stand for the rights of women.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Agreed.
Batman, the Dark Knight has been chosen.
Hell yeah.
Oh, what? Oh, no, I'm not gonna make that joke. Okay, I was gonna.
I was avoiding it as well.
It's Robert Pattinson.
Robert
Pattinson.
You may know him as Edward Cullen from Twilight.
No. Dude, he's that dude from Harry Potter.
You might know him as Cedric Diggory from
Yeah, that dude.
Harry Potter.
He was a vampire. Now I'm a bat.
They said, yeah, he was the worst vampire ever because it took him 11 years to turn into a bat.
Yeah.
That was the best. That was the best thing I've seen about this so far.
I am 100% on board for this.
Me too. I don't have a problem with it. He's got a great chin line there.
Yeah.
His face will fit the suit just fine.
The cowl.
Yeah.
Well, that's the best part. I wonder when everyone auditions for Batman, they just go like this. They just check the bottom half out.
A Batman.
Yeah.
Oh, you got it.
Yes.
Perfect.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah, he's a handsome dude. And apparently, I have not necessarily followed his career because of the types of movies that he's been in have been
Right.
A lot of indie flicks and stuff over the past few years. But apparently his caliber of work has been phenomenal. And that a lot of the things I've seen have been like, everyone's jumping on him for being in Twilight 13 years ago. And it's time for these adult men to let it go. Like, it's like, stop bitching about a movie he did 13 years ago. Let's talk about the movies that other people did 13 years before they were cast as Batman.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that everybody has complained about every Batman casting choice, and they've ended up being just fine. Well, there was a couple that were bad.
There were a couple duds.
Yeah, but for the most part, it was good.
Because I will even say I still liked Val Kilmer as Batman.
Okay, Val Kilmer is Batman, but he sucked as Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, but that's fine. You know who else sucked as Bruce Wayne? Christian Bale. You know who else sucked as Bruce Wayne? Yeah. You know who else sucked as Bruce Wayne? Michael Keaton. His Bruce Wayne.
Don't you fucking say it.
Yeah.
No.
Michael Keaton's Bruce Wayne was just okay.
Ooh, we're losing connection, Doug. Losing.
Michael Keaton is not my Batman.
Oh, that hurts my heart.
Adam West will always be my Batman.
Kevin Conroy will always be my Batman. But
Michael Keaton's my Batman.
yeah,
That's good.
But I liked Batfleck, but again, I liked his Batman. His Bruce Wayne was okay, but like his Batman was super. I mean, we haven't had that buff, Batman before, and so having that thick Batman, you know what I'm saying? Like he was a thick boy. Because Bale was kind of like thin. Michael Keaton's 5'2", like he's really short. He's like a
Don't ruin this for me. Don't say that. I'm trying not to like Google his height.
Crush Paradise subscribed 16 months in a row, and he said, "Boop, pity, boop, boop."
Hey, thanks, Crush Paradise. Also, congratulations to you. By the way, everyone's hooking up on not hooking up with each other, but everyone's getting married and stuff. So congratulations to you, beautiful people.
Oh yeah, congratulations, Crush.
Hey, due to all the UK residents throwing concrete into their sewers, Netflix has planned. They said, you know what? We're going to take care of this. They're going to raise prices 20% as a direct retaliation for the waterworks of London.
So, I mean, they're doing that here in the States too.
Oh man, it's going to cost them $11.99. It's going to go from $9 to $11.99.
Yeah, that's not bad at all, fuckers.
Yeah,
I'm paying like $16 for mine.
You paying for that UHD shit?
Yeah, dude, we got the 4K TV.
Yeah, but like you don't need it. You don't need it for that Netflix content. Those 4 shows that are in 4K.
Yeah, there's nothing. No, you know what? All the Planet Earth ones though are gorgeous.
Gorgeous,
gorgeous.
bigly on my 4K screen.
There is getting into some gaming news before we try to get out of here. Gaming disorder is an official disease now, according to the World Health Organization.
Who?
The World Health Organization.
Who?
The World Health Organization.
Yeah, which if you 3 letters, WHO. Who?
Who's on first?
The World Health Organization.
You know what's really funny? I think it's what's that movie? Fuck, World War Z. Had Peter Capaldi as a WHO doctor, as a World Health Organization doctor, and then like 2 years later he was cast as Doctor Who, and I was just like, yes, I love it. It was in his future all along.
Yeah.
The WHO says the decision to include gaming disorder.
The band? Just kidding. Just keep going. Ignore me.
Oh, because there's available evidence reflecting consensus of experts from different disciplines and geographical regions, saying that the pattern of gaming behavior, digital gaming or video gaming, characterized by impaired control over gaming, increased priority given to gaming over other activities, to the extent that gaming takes precedent over other interests. I guess we all have gaming disorder.
So it's like basically what they're trying to say is life sucks outside, so I'd rather sit inside and play video games and watch stories and play stories that actually make me want to live rather than deal with reality. And people are like, that's a disorder.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
come be miserable with all of us.
That's the thing. Is like I think in this day and age, everyone has some sort of disorder. Because I don't know. And also, I wonder if we went back. I wonder if we could go back like 100 years or more. If they'd be like, all these people are reading fiction. What the fuck? They're reading stories instead of going out and talking to their friends and their neighbors and the people a mile down the street, the other farm. Instead, all they do is read books. They have reading disorder. No, wait.
Give that man a wedgie. We'll call him a nerd.
So I read reading disorder, and it says trouble with handwriting, difficulty reading quickly, problems with reading correct expression, and problems understanding the written word.
That's why I was like, wait, no, like not reading, not a reading. It would be another. No. All right, count.
So they Microsoft is going to extend the Game Pass to PC, so it's no longer just on the Xbox consoles. It's now coming to PC, and they've signed some cool one big AAA party, and the rest some kind of cool things. They've got Bethesda, Deep Silver, Revolver Digital, and Sega so far.
Devolver.
Huh?
Devolver.
Yeah, that's what I said. Dead Red Devolver.
Dead Red Devolver. Yes.
And so they're planning on launching with over 100 games on the service for the PC, and it'll be I don't know, 10, 15 bucks a month. They haven't released the price, but shots fired. Microsoft saying, "Hey, people should be able to game where they want and not be exclusive to any stores." So that we're also going to put all of our first party titles over on Steam.
Hell yeah.
So
what's confusing right now, and they haven't really clarified it, if it's going to be like if you already have the service on Xbox, if it transfers over, or if you have to buy a separate subscription. Like
I would think
or a tiered thing. Like, oh, you can get it for Xbox for $9.99, or you can get it for both for $14.99.
Okay.
I would.
I'd pay an extra $5 for it. I mean, that's.
In fact, Spire Noir in the chat says the rumor is it would be part of the Ultimate Pass for $14.99. So I could see that happening. I think it'd be dumb. I think the best way to get this out and into people's hands is to just, you have it. You're already paying for it. It's the same price for both. I think that's how you get it. That's how you get it out there. I think
it'll win the trust back in the PC players too, because obviously the Windows and Xbox has not been very good with winning that. So
here's some also some pretty big news. They're dropping the Windows UWP API. So the Microsoft Store is going to soon support native Win32 apps. So that means all these game companies only have to build and serve the same file to Steam, Epic Games, and Windows Store. So
interesting.
Not bad.
All right.
Not bad at all.
It's working.
Kevin's father is proposing a 25% tariff on game consoles and
Dad, what are you doing?
That's right. 25% on all gaming consoles. You fucking nerds. All of you. Especially my boy. My dear, sweet little Kev.
Thanks, Dad.
You fucking nerd. You're gonna pay 25% more on your gaming console, you nerd. I love you, you nerd.
Oh God, that is so stupid. Wait, no, we don't pay it. Like the dealer or like.
No, you're gonna gonna end up paying for it, bud.
You're gonna end up paying for that. What are you, crazy? That's what you think. It gets passed on to the consumer.
Yeah, it always gets passed on to the consumer. That's the biggest thing with this all this tariff bullshit that Trump's trying to wave his big fucking loudmouth around. I was gonna say dick. We don't know. He has a tiny little pecker, but
he's got a little thumb.
But that's what he's waving around thinking it's a big pecker, but it's not. It's a little tiny little jelly bean. But all this shit, it affects the consumers more.
Fucking ran around the circle of Trump's little dick. Okay, I get what you're saying, but I mean, because I'm thinking from a profit standpoint, like at least from retailer or from like wholesale to retailer, they make like a quarter in profit per console. That's why they're always trying to add on accessories like controllers, games, and strategy guides and stuff, because that's where they make their real profit. So that's why I'm thinking, I'm like, how is that going to affect?
Yeah, I mean, they're going to raise the price on the thing by 25% or whatever, but it's going to affect. I mean, it's still going to affect us more than them, because they're still going to make that 5 cents or whatever they're going to make off the console by selling it to us. But we're still going to have to pay that whatever much more. Even if it's only like $5 to $10 realistically, it still sucks. And it's stupid. I mean, like, the United States right now is, we're starting all this trade war bullshit with all these countries that's just fucking us in the ass. It has not been any good for anybody anywhere.
Yep.
Now, the biggest people who are going to see a huge hit are the farmers, which
as usual,
they've been complaining big time.
Oh yeah, and the shitty thing is like, they did the whole tariff thing with China, and China was like, cool, we don't need your fucking soybeans. We'll go somewhere else. We don't need you. and the farmers of that have been hit hard. So there's a bailout and stuff that went out, and most small farmers, like your little neighborhood farmers that have been affected by this the most, only got like $25 was what they got in this bailout. Whereas the big corporation farms and stuff obviously saw more money, but like the independent, again, when you get your
kills the independent workers.
yeah, when you get your locally grown stuff, like those are the people that get fucked the hardest, and then they only got $25. That wasn't a fucking bailout. That was just a fucking kick to the nuts.
Mm-hmm. So they're trying to do this to video games now. What would be included in this are game controllers, coin or token operated game units, consoles, and tabletop games, among thousands of other products.
That's ridiculous. And that's going to suck for the board game market too, man. Damn.
The thing that sucks the most is that this is supposed to spur all these US companies to start building in the US and stop depending on other countries.
You can't afford it. Why are you gonna? You're gonna build up? Yeah, you can't afford to do it because you're gonna build your shop, and then there's gonna be a mega store that's gonna be right down the street. I mean, that's really the mom and pop stores are hard to keep open these days.
Well, not just that, but just talking about manufacturing. Like they want to bring manufacturing back to the U.S., but it costs too much money to do it here in the U.S. Because of all the regulations, because of the costs, because of everything. So that's why you see it get made in China, in India,
especially God bless the fact that we do have a minimum wage, even though it sucks dick right now. But at the same time, like that's part of the reason why they have these trouble opening like plants and stuff in the United States, because like, oh, I have to pay these workers minimum wage. No, I can get someone in China to do it for 5 cents an hour, and not 10 to $7.25 in some states. So yeah, I mean, so many companies have left the United States since Trump took office, especially ones that promised that they wouldn't. Like, we're gonna stay. Ford, we're gonna stay in the United States. Just kidding. We just signed a lease in Mexico, so we're gonna move to Mexico. Yeah. So, meaning that that they just fired all their employees and stuff. So all these people suddenly without jobs because it's too expensive, quote unquote, to do it in the United States.
I mean, let's be honest. Everybody could do it, and they can still make a profit. But they, instead of making 400 to 700 billion, they'd only make 100 billion, and that's just not right.
Exactly, and that's what it comes down to. Also, is the corporate greed, the fact that these CEOs and stuff are making billions of dollars. You can look at Amazon for that. The fact that Bezos and stuff makes $3 billion a day, just about at this point, and and he can, but apparently Amazon can't pay their people more than minimum wage, and they
don't pay taxes,
and they don't pay. Yeah, exactly. They don't pay taxes. They don't do anything to like help the community and help the people and stuff that you're supposed to be there to support. Man, we're really fucking political tonight. Sorry, everybody.
Yeah, welcome back, everybody.
Doug, did you see? Okay, so you guys watched the episode of
South Park, yes,
South Park, right? So they did a reaction video with actual Amazon workers, and they were like, this did happen in my town. Everybody went on strike, and all that Amazon did, there's so many people who are looking for jobs. They just hired all the people. There was a line of people ready to just go to work, and they're like, doesn't matter. They'll just replace you. It doesn't fucking matter.
Nope. Not until Amazon fucks enough people over that it's to the point where no one will work there because of the conditions and the shit pay and all that garbage that goes into it. But again, the problem is that Bezos is walking around with billions of dollars. The dude makes so much money every hour, literally just by existing, and dude doesn't pay taxes, and the dude doesn't, he could do like what Steve Jobs did, and Steve Jobs only took $1 a year for his salary just because he lived off of the stocks and stuff that his family held, in the company. But at the same time, that's why when you hear about the Apple's employees that have phenomenal health care, they have phenomenal, they're paid well and stuff. So it's possible. It is 100% possible to be a multi-billion-dollar company and still treat your employees better. But these greedy assholes, they just want to be on top, and they don't care who they're stepping on to get there.
Yep. That's very true. Very, very true.
Sorry. Again, I'm so sorry to anybody who's checking out our show for the first time. I was like, I thought this was going to be nerdy, but they've been talking about abortion all night.
Yeah.
Sorry.
whether it be abortion of babies or abortion of tariffs or abortion of jobs.
Yeah, they talked about Matthew Broderick forever. Talk about an abortion. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Oh, fuck! You were saving that one. That was the one you were going to use earlier. You fucking you snake in the grass.
What was I gonna? Was it? It wasn't him.
It was somebody though.
It was definitely somebody. Oh, it was going to be Robert Pattinson, because that was the story that was immediately afterwards.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Speaking about abortions,
Okay, you just fucking replace ad-lib the name.
It's normally not like this. Yes, it is. No, it's not. Let's see. Ubisoft Pass has been leaked, as well as, man, Ubisoft cannot keep their stuff together. It was just leaked for that, and then they also leaked the next game. What's the game we really like? The hacker game,
Assassin's
Watch
Creed.
Dogs. I was gonna say no. This is all like a fucking Watch Dogs mission.
So Watch Dogs will actually star Ezio from Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, no, that's Ezio in the
fuck
picture.
is
You're
that?
right.
No, but they've also leaked the next. Everything from Ubisoft is leaked, but it looks like we're going to get an Ubisoft Pass for a new subscription service. Not cool. Now everyone's doing it. Stop it.
Good. You know why? Because that makes, especially Ubisoft, I mostly play their games for story. So I'm usually done within a month, usually.
Yeah,
So
how's that
if they're gonna
Assassin's
charge
Creed
me-
Odyssey going, bud?
Well, I purchased that, so.
I know, I'm
But
just
if I
saying.
knew about that pass, I'd probably be on this a little faster. But no, just like the ability to pay $14.99 and have a full access to, like, especially how EA does it with all their like brand new games. Fuck yeah, I love that. Especially because I'm glad that I spent the $14 to find out Anthem wasn't that great, rather than going all in and buying like the collector's digital deluxe edition.
That's fucking
really
true.
being disappointed.
Yeah, that's true. I was gonna say, like, I still pay for the Origin Premiere or whatever the fuck it's called. I mean, but I use it because I still play Battlefront 2, which I did buy way back when.
Yeah.
But you get the
deluxe edition.
that's a deluxe edition and some other stuff. Yeah, because I remember I logged in that one time. I was like, I just got 50,000 credits for logging in.
Yeah. Don't you have like SWTOR benefits too?
I don't know.
Yeah,
But I've also done, like, I've played other games. So even though I played Anthem with it, I've updated or upgraded my Battlefront, and then I've played Titanfall 2, and there's other games that I want to play when it comes out. So I feel like I would agree. I feel like I have got my money's worth from it. But that being said, I don't know if I necessarily want to spend another $15 a month for Ubisoft. You know what I mean? Like,
well, that's the fun thing. Even Spire says it in the in the chat. We're gonna need a mega game pass to cover all the game passes.
You're gonna need someone like Hot Charles to fucking call that pass out.
Oh, subscribe for $99 a month and get everything.
This is fucking cable with video games. This is fucking HBO right now.
that's pretty much what it's kind of turning into.
Yeah.
And then we're on this Thursday, we're getting the Google is going to announce their pricing and rollout of their Aspire or whatever the hell their streaming service is. Gargantuan, Guardians.
Whatever it is. It was cool.
So listen, guys, I'm going to invite you over to my Tesla soon because Cuphead is going to be available to play in it, but only one world, not all of them.
That's still pretty fucking rad.
No, it's not, Kev.
No. Oh, because people are gonna get in accidents playing Cuphead.
No, because it's one world, Kev.
Well, they don't have enough.
How you're gonna be fighting like 3 bosses and you're finally gonna get to your destination.
Well, that's the thing is they don't have enough hard drive space on the Tesla.
The cheapest fucking thing right now. Are you kidding me? The fact Walmart yesterday had a 3 terabyte hard drive for $6 fucking dollars.
Yeah.
No, it's too expensive. No, Elon Musk, go to fucking Walmart and buy all these fucking hard drives.
So they're doing this. They're opening up to a lot of different gaming platforms. I would guess that as their self-driving technology gets better, the more games they'll have and the more stuff you'll be able to play and watch on that big old iPad screen on your dash. Right, Wickton? He's got one.
Oh, nice. Well, there you go. Let us know how level 1 is or whatever. I've heard like the animation of the game, like it's so well programmed that even the Switch had like a picture perfect rendition of it. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, Google Stadia. That's what it's called.
Stadia. Thank you.
And yeah, it's going to come to the Tesla. It is. So Tesla said that they're going to support the Xbox game controller, as well as the Apple TV is going to support the Xbox One controller and the PS4 controller.
Nice. That's cool.
Last story of the night, Borderlands 2, which we all thought was kind of dead and gone until, it's been silent for years. It's getting DLC.
Okay. I'm down with this.
They're going to bridge the story between Borderlands 2 and Borderlands 3.
I mean, wasn't that
really cool?
Wasn't that the Telltales? Tales from the Borderlands?
Right.
I guess not.
Yeah.
I'm excited for this.
Yeah.
I just want, like, I'm excited for, don't get me wrong, I'm super excited for Borderlands 3. I just want a whole game based around Tiny Tina's Dungeon Keep, or whatever the fuck it was called.
Mm-hmm.
I
just want an entire fucking game of that. A whole 30-hour campaign of just of that.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
So, Wickton says Apple TV took 122 million players by adding controller support, I hear. What does that mean? As in now they can boast that they have 122 million units gaming consoles sold.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow. All right. They shot to the top.
Oh, he said he linked me.
All in 1 month. So the next month they're going to tank.
Well, they're launching their gaming service. Apple TV is, and they have this whole gaming thing going on, and they'll never get to, maybe they will as time goes on, to console like level of graphics. I mean, they still look pretty good for iOS and for on the Apple TV. By adding the controller support, that's huge. Yeah, still it'll be interesting to see what they come out with on that. All right, that's it. We're done. We're getting out of here. Also, Wickton, I never got your link, so unless you emailed me. Until next week, I hope that everybody enjoyed today's show. We're gonna call this just politics. That's the name of the episode.
Oh no!
Everyone knows going in what to expect.
Why did we get so low views?
Name it "Abort This Episode."
Oh no!
No,
do not.
Oh, he linked me here. I got it.
The chat liked it, so whatever.
Yeah, it's this whole article. I'll link you guys to it too, so you can read it. I can't read it on air.
Cool. Stick around for some Q&A where we will.
Get your Q's ready.
Yeah,
so we can A you to death. Sorry, I stole that from you, Doug.
That's fine.
I just got excited.
So until next time.
Next time, lots of love, hugs, and all that bullshit.